President Volodymyr Zelensky has accused Russia of barbarism after a missile attack on the port of Odessa. A landmark deal to resume Ukraine's grain exports, signed hours before the strike, now hangs in the balance. Good morning, I'm Chitrakar, and these are the headlines of the hour. National economy in crisis, while Nepal Army's welfare fund amounting to 69 billion rupees remains non-utilized. Nepal Army Act blunts the security entity from investing. Preparations underway to introduce a separate act for budget implementation. Parliament's time constrained a hindrance. Monkeypox outbreak declared a global health emergency by the World Health Organization. Highest alert follows a worldwide upsurge in cases. And France overcome defending champions the Netherlands in extra time to reach semi-final of Euros for the first time. Secure a 1-0 win to move into the last four. A number of state corporations are reeling under financial crisis, as this is also having a negative impact on the national economy. On the contrary, the national economy, which carries the responsibility of high-class security, has been getting richer by the day. The Nepal Army Welfare Fund presently boasts of 69 billion rupees. The Nepal Army utilizes money to pile up bank interest. However, the money has never been served for national interest. The Nepal Army Welfare Fund was established 47 years ago with just over 10 million rupees, which has now reached 69 billion rupees. Out of this amount, 62 billion rupees is deposited in various banks for bank interest. Nepal Army Act blunts the army to invest in any businesses as promoters. Nepal Army coughs up an annual income tax of 500 million rupees, while the state entity is yet to invest in any sector. In the meantime, the welfare fund is bound to expand by 20 billion rupees. Meanwhile, remaining within the jurisdiction of the Nepal Army Act, it has invested some 6 billion rupees in non-profit sectors, operating Army Medical College, Army School, petrol pump, and distribution of drinking water. At times, questions have also surfaced over the misuse of the welfare fund. The Auditor General's report has also pointed out lack of audit report of the petrol pump and other stores selling goods at concessional rates. Nepal Army could also have utilized the fund by investing in sector which could benefit army families. However, initiation in this regard was never taken. At a time when the national economy is reeling, there is a general call on the Nepal Army to make its funds transparent. The development budget expenditure has decreased in the past few years. Preparations are underway to introduce a separate act for budget implementation amid government's failure in spending the budget as per the target. The Ministry of Law, under the coordination of Finance, Physical Infrastructure and Urban Development and Irrigation Ministries, have prepared a draft bill for the budget implementation. Meanwhile, the government itself is uncertain regarding the endorsement of the bill that is being introduced at a time when the tenure of the parliament is about to conclude. The government had allocated 3.78 billion rupees for development infrastructure in the previous fiscal year. However, only 57% of the budget was spent. Prime Minister Employment Program, Agriculture Modernization, among dozens of other programs that were in the government priority were stranded amid lack of project work plan. If the act regarding budget implementation comes into practice, it will address the issue of a budget crunch in national pride projects and projects of priority. However, with the term of the parliament coming to an end, doubts linger regarding endorsement of the budget implementation bill. The Tourism Ministry has made preparations to bring down a Ritepani Hill or to bring the Pokhara International Airport into operation. The Tourism Ministry had reached an agreement with the Ministry of Forest on 28th of June last month to bring down the hill. The ministry has started collecting funds required for the project. The decision has been made after the technicians cited technical difficulties in operating test flight in the airport that is in its final stage of construction. The project, meanwhile, is bound to affect the adventure tourism of paragliding, as the Civil Aviation Authority of Nepal has begun discussions to relocate paragliding from Pokhara. The authority has extended the deadline for the construction of the international airport from 1st of July to 31st of December. The deadline for the construction of the airport that had to be completed within 4 years has been extended for the second time. Police have arrested 4 individuals who were on their way to smuggle over 2 kilograms of uranium to India from Nepalganj. The police have initiated investigations on the arrested individuals and the highly radioactive material that was confiscated from Janaki Rural Municipality Ward Number 2. A 4-wheeler has also been seized from the arrested individuals. The initial investigation has identified the arrested individuals as local residents of Nepalganj, Rolpa, Kathmandu and Nuwakot. The police meanwhile have not given information regarding from where the uranium was brought. The Purvanchal University is gearing up to begin undergraduate level medical education. The university has prepared its own curriculum for MBBS. The Purvanchal University MBBS Curriculum Committee has handed over the curriculum to the university, taking 2 years for its preparation. The medical curriculum has been prepared by a 13-member committee led by Professor Bishnu Hari Paudel of BP Koirala Institute of Health Sciences, Tharan, under the coordination of over 50 subject specialists of various universities. The university has reached an agreement with Koshi Hospital and completed all the procedures to operate MBBS and BDS among other medical programs. The university is set to operate Bachelor of Medical Laboratory Technology BMLT program from the ongoing academic year. The Medical Education Commission meanwhile has already allocated quotas for the BMLT program. In our Public Voice segment, we had asked in several provinces regarding measures local levels have been adopting for prevention of coronavirus transmission and treatment of infected individuals. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
Public Voice.
नेपाल सरकारले अलि लापरवाही बढी गरेको देखिन्छ
सेनिटाइजरहरु मास्कहरु वितरण गरेको पाइदैन
सरकारले पनि त्यस्तो तयारी गरे स्थिति पनि देखिन्न
पहिला त थियो अब नगरपालिकाले वडाहरुले सबैले सहयोग यसो राजहरु भन्थ्यो
स्कुलमा पनि त्यति चाहिँ अपनाएको छैन
जोग्नको लागि र उपचारको लागि कुनै ध्यान नदिएको देखिन्छ
सक्रियता देखिएको छैन
नयाँ सरकार पनि हुनुहुन्छ अहिले चाहिँ केही वास्ता गर्नु भएको छैन
स्थानीय तहले यो कोरोना नियन्त्रणमा खासै त्यति धेरै पहल कदमी गरे जस्तो बुझिएको छैन
बिरामीलाई चाहिँ सुरक्षासँग उपचार त गर्नु पर्यो
जुन किसिमले नगरपालिकाले गर्नुपर्ने हो तर त्यसको चाहिँ कुनै पनि केही पनि गरिराखेको छैन
आइसोलेसन पनि छैन अब 2-4 जना मान्छे मरेसी बल्ल स्थानीय तहलाई पनि अलिकति चासो हुन्छ होला
Time now for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
Here's the question: how can the Army Welfare Fund be utilized in the best interest of the nation? The options are A. Invest in partnership, B. Amend Army Act, and C. Don't bother. Voting is on. Type any WS, select your option A, B or C and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. Before wrapping up, here's a look at the top stories once again. National economy in crisis while Nepal Army's welfare fund amounting to 69 billion rupees remains non-utilized. Nepal Army Act blunts the security entity from investing. Preparations underway to introduce a separate act for budget implementation. Parliament's time constrained a hindrance. Monkeypox outbreak declared a global health emergency by the World Health Organization. Highest alert follows a worldwide upsurge in cases. And France overcome defending champions the Netherlands in extra time to reach semi-final of Euros for the first time. Secure a 1-0 win to move into the last 4. That's all for the moment. Our next English bulletin will be at 11 a.m. Thank you for staying with us. Have a great day.